son, I love him for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me run up and up his magic. With the gang, we ball out.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Set, ready, 30 base. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Ready.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 30-yard line.
Come on, set, 18, Gator. Double.
Now a give, right side. McFarland, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up.
Set, 90, Wolf.
Now a give, right side. McFarland. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Check. Look. Squeeze. Hey, watch it. Hey, echo.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason going deep downfield for Ross. Now that'll It'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at about the... Now a loose football. The ball comes out. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown Falcons. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set. A-T Gator. You gotta get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Kill. Turn 3. Kill. Showing up.
Now Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Come on. Check.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Bridgewater to throw it this time. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on second down, Eason. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Pickup on the play, and it's third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, we got four down. Check. Team spell.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Kamara now to return. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Brings up second and 11 at the 16-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. A give to Kamara running right. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Set, ready. Now the wolf. Check, 45. Yeah. I got it. Check. Check.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Shreds the tackle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Tight dog.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 12 yards there. Good for a Saints first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check Mike 45. Down to lose one. Go. 45. Mike 45.
Bridgewater now. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 45's the mic.
Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third and 11.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line.
Hey, man. Watch the group. Watch the group. 64. Weak. Switches. Hey, Charlie. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. No. Check that. Check defense.
On 1st down, Eason. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The Falcons and Saints, they aren't strangers to one another. That's no secret. They were founded 1 year apart back in the 60s. Their first meeting in 1967. And neither franchise had much success through the 70s and 80s, but boy, has that changed in recent memory. And the Falcons holding the all-time series advantage 52-48. And one of the more memorable matchups, certainly between the two teams, September of 2006. It was the reopening of the Superdome following the devastation from Hurricane Katrina the year prior. The Saints winning that one 23-3. And now they meet here in this one as part of the NFL 100 series. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, McFarland. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. James has got it. Complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Check. Lucky.
Topper.
Check 4.
Hard.
Off the play fake. Eason. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 45. Squeeze, double.
Bridgewater. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On second down, Kamara. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Off. Mike, 55.
Bridgewater. And open, it's Moss, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Here we go.
They'll come out in the pistol. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
24. Check 24. Hatchet. Hey, switch gears.
Kamara trying again. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Check Mike 45. I got you. 45. Drive on. Hey, pick it up.
3rd and goal for Bridgewater. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Defending an out route is awfully difficult because the best receivers try and sell an inside move before they break to the out, and you have to respect that as a defensive guy, because if you let them, what they say, cross your face or get across you in the middle of the field, usually you're beaten on a route, and that's an easier throw for the quarterback. So you ordinarily take a step over to make sure you seal that off. In this case, he was able to not only do that, but react back to the sideline and bat the ball down.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
2nd and 11. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return is Kamara. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
To throw is Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Stay with your man. 45.
Final play of the half. Bridgewater looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
To throw, Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Here we go.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Saints
Here we
take
go.
over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Switch.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
That's what I do. Hey, check right.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Throwing, Bridgewater. The open man is Smith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
45, Mike, 45.
Bridgewater again. Steps away to his left. And he couldn't get rid of the football, trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down.
I'll tell you who was excited by that play, and that was the defensive front. They didn't need any additional help. They got to him in a hurry. And right there, he had to make a big-time decision. I think he made the right one. Protect the football, then protect yourself.
Maybe not necessarily in that order.
He will never admit to that, but he's probably thinking about himself first.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
D-line, get that quarterback. Switch. Safe. Check.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous.
Here's Bridgewater. He lets this one fly toward the back. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll run on 1st down. McFarland. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at his own 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine.
Check your hot read.
Now a toss going left. And he's not going to get in as a try for two comes up empty, so they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. On first down, McFarland. He's got a first down past the 30. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they need more runs like that from him because until that point, he's been virtually shut down.
And based on where they are right now in this game, you would expect the ball to be in the air. But his ability to break off those types of runs, you can get big chunk plays on the ground as well, and he just provided one.
Right back to him on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the Saints' 46-yard line.
Ready up. Hey, lock it.
You're not ready. Check one.
Ready.
Off play action. Eason going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Got a man open. It's Ross. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They run the counter. McFarland got some real estate inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Looking left side, and it's complete. 27 yards there, a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
11, 13.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Let him know.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater. He gets it complete to Harris. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. Hey, Zoo.
From the gun, Eason. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. 2nd and 5. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Touchdown, New Orleans! He goes 105 yards on the kick return, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Lutz with the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it brings up 3rd down.
A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 2nd down, McFarland. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Back to throw. Eason. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Back to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. They'll look to throw. Being chased at, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Come on. Watch time. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Down. 70. Indy.
Screen. Watch the screen.
Lead grip.
On 3rd down, McFarland. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Atlanta, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.